So really quickly, this isn't a professional Android versus Apple review in any way, shape, or form. This is I'm just going to relate a personal experience I've had with my S9 Plus. I had a Galaxy S9 Plus. I was a diehard Android fan for the longest time, but really recently, I'll say it failed me. My phone failed to do that one thing that we all needed to do is to be a phone. And after a lot of troubleshooting, and I mean a lot of troubleshooting with T-Mobile, with actually going in, adding and removing applications, I got so frustrated after a month of issues that I did switch over to iOS. And I'm gonna kind of bring that up real quick. So, and I'm not trying to be an Android fan or an iOS fan. I'm not going to bash either. I'll tell you why I did that, why I made the switch, why I decided to do it, and go over both phones since I have them both still. I haven't sold off my S9 Plus yet. I'm thinking about it, but I haven't done it yet. And I have a XS Max now. It's actually doing the 12.0.1 update, which is that new update to fix the charging issue. Now my phone never had the charging issue, but some people did. So the reason that I made the switch from one to the other, from this to this guy here, texting issues. I literally had to reboot my phone between texts 50% of the time. 50% of the time, reboot your phone to make a text. You're texting family, you're texting friends, reboot the phone to text. Otherwise, I had this little orange blob that said failed to send, and I could not change it. I went to T-Mobile roughly a month ago and brought it in a little month and a half ago and said, hey, I've got an issue, I can't text, here's what I'm seeing. They were able to look in their system and say, oh, hey, the issue relates to an app, we don't know which one, on your phone causing a conflict. So you have a conflict in your phone. Okay. So I started troubleshooting. So I uninstalled every single app I could find. I tried again with none of the apps that I had personally installed. Still had the exact same issues. Could not get text to go. Saved all the data off the phone. Did a complete software wipe and reset on the phone. Still, after the wipe, this phone acted the exact same. So that was probably the most driving issue, was I couldn't reliably text. We all text today, now that's how a lot of us, get by in this day and age. And the phone just couldn't do it. And for a flagship device to not be able to text reliably for me was an issue. The other issue I have with this device, now I upgraded to the S9 Plus from the Galaxy S8. And the greatest thing I loved about that S8, the display was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but Android Auto. When Android Auto came out, and it came out for my truck, I have a 2016 F-150, it was awesome. And the S8 was flawless. My S9 Plus has been nothing but a problem with Android Auto. It wouldn't take voice directions. The screen would lock up. I would have to plug it in and unplug it like 4 or 5 times to get Android Auto to come up. And that was on 2 S9 Pluses, not just mine. I tried it on a different one as well. And it was just something that was very frustrating to me. So you take that minor point of frustration plus the texting, and I basically decided that I didn't want to troubleshoot my phone anymore. And I know the Apple ecosystem, things work. So that right there kind of drove me to get the XS Max. Now, I did get a deal on the phone that I'm not going to go into here, but I will tell you that I did not pay the full retail on my XS Max, which was kind of nice. But it was a lot of money to spend on a phone. I spent a little over $1,000 on the 512 gigabyte version. This is a speaking case on here, and I'll talk about cases too on both phones. But it's an awesome case. The phone itself has been good. There have been a couple little quirks and hiccups, but in the next clips that I'm going to add on to this video and the next videos I do, I'm just going to make them from the point of view of somebody who might switch. What I'm going to tack on here in a second is that first piece. It's not an unboxing, there's a million unboxings out there, but I'm going to show the box for my S9 Plus versus the box of the XS Max, and show you what comes in those boxes, and how easy the product is to bring over from one to another. And I'll tell you, if you're going from one brand to the other, Samsung kind of wins, and I'll tell you why. Because there's more in the box, and you're going to see that in the video, but the They have the rapid charger, the fast charger. They have the USB to USB-C adapter. They have the USB-C cable. They have headphones. They have the little tool to pop out your SIM. Now both of them came with that though. In Apple's defense, they did come with that, but they also pulled out the dongle for the headphones, which is, I hate that. I really would like that dongle, and I do have one, but it would have been nice if it came with the greater than $1,000 phone. So that I'm gonna throw that here, and then after that video there'll be other videos just talking about the deltas, issues between, and what I learned is kind of changing from one OS to the other, because it's a pretty big shift going from a lifelong Android guy. Back when that first Motorola Droid with the flip out keyboard came out, that was my first smartphone, was that flip out keyboard guy. And from there I went to the Droid Razr, and from the Razr I went to the Galaxy S4, then I went to the Galaxy S6 Edge, then I went to the Galaxy S8, then the S9 Plus. So I was very into that ecosystem. But this last phone, there was just so much troubleshooting going on, I didn't want to troubleshoot my phone anymore. So I'm going to throw in the video here, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, obviously throw them below. If there's anything you want to see in these comparisons side by side, throw it below too, and I can try to do something with that. Okay, so really quickly showing you a comparison of what's in the box between the S9 Plus and the iPhone XS Max. In a previous video I mentioned why I went from the 9 Plus to the XS Max, but here's kind of what you get. So if you're somebody who's on the fence, you're not sure what you want to get, maybe this will help you a little. With the Galaxy S9 Plus, you're going to see you get the AKG headphones, which are, they're actually really decent headphones. I will say that tuned by AKG is their motto, not truly by AKG, but tuned by AKG was, I believe, what Samsung called them. But they're good headphones, and they're in the box, and you also get multiple earbuds for sizing them. You get an adapter here that goes from USB to USB-C, which is nice for transferring content. And you also get that USB-C cable. You also get a wipe, and you get your typical SIM card. And I'm with T-Mobile, so you'll see the T-Mobile up there. Now with the XS Max, you'll notice there's no dongle on the back anymore to adapt. And these headphones actually have the jack on them for the lightning port. So you do get headphones, but they're for the lightning port. You get the slow charging brick. This is the slow charger. This is not a fast charger. Now, with Samsung here, in the box, you got this, which was the fast charging power supply, fast charging adapter here. Not so much with Apple. Yeah, it's roughly, what, $40 to buy the USB-C 29 watt or 30 watt power supply. Then you got to buy the USB-C to lightning cable, so you're going to spend at least another $60, maybe more. Here is the regular lightning cable. I haven't even used the one that's come with us yet, and the paperwork, and ooh, look, Apple stickers. Yeah, so out of the box, between the two, the Edge does go to the S9 Plus, simply because they've made it easier to transfer your content from one to the other. That's a really simple thing to use. They do give you headphones. Now both also came with the small metal device for popping out your SIM. Each one did have one. So if you have questions on, what's in the box, you've probably seen the unboxing videos, but side by side, Samsung does kind of give you more.